Magic, shall we? Need Nintendo to bring the heat. Finish this off strong. The funny thing is, E3 starts technically today. It's such a mess of the conference. Oh, the time is real. 2, 1. Oh yeah. Oh, that's loud. Wow, that was really loud. Oh yeah, my hair, I got that bed head right now. Nintendo bringing the volume. It's like Armored Core? I just woke up, Nintendo. You're killing me with this friggin'... What is this? Wait for the tonal shift after this. Alright, my feed, that isn't your stream, that's my feed, is also getting weird, like... I don't know if anyone else is getting that if they've loaded up on their own computer. The audio's a little fucked up too. Oh, that's somebody else. This is the only one I can find is... I have it muted just for a hot second, guys. Sorry. Here. 君に頼みたいことはただ一つ。あのメツを葬り去ってもらうことなのだから。一体何の目的で？別に退屈しのぎだよ、ただの。ふざけてるの？天の聖杯同士の激突。お前、いい目をしてるな。All right. Let's try Nintendo's. It might be GameSpot's feed. Already the volume is better. That's a good start.
When we launched Nintendo Switch, our vision was a home system you could play together anytime, anywhere. 2 detachable Joy-Con controllers, countless play possibilities. From day one, all of you have shown the world what that means. Whether playing at home or on the go, from low to on high. Where will Nintendo Switch take you next? To a smashing invitational cheered by fans and challengers? Or on a journey through verdant fields and viridian cities in a timeless quest to catch them all?
Reggie Fils-Aimé, bringing you his timeless,
A few weeks ago, we showed
ageless
you Pokemon
corpse.
Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. A brand new Pokemon adventure through the vibrant Kanto region where your partner, Pikachu or Eevee, is always by your side. Add the transformative power of Nintendo Switch, and you can play as you like, anywhere you like, or for the first time in this series, catch or battle Pokemon on one system with a friend. You can even transfer a Pokemon into the game from Pokemon Go. This is a Pokeball Plus. You can use it like a Joy-Con controller with Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go
This
Eevee,
is your
or play the
brain.
entire game with it alone.
This
You can put a Pokemon
is your
into the
brain
Pokeball
on
Plus,
drugs.
then bring it with you. Sounds like there's already one inside. It's the mythical Pokemon Mew. Mew
Oh,
comes
man.
exclusive with every Pokeball Plus and can join you on your journey.
Oh,
through
the
game.
shill.
Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu,
Reggie.
Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, and the Pokeball Plus will be available on November 16th. Discover new friends and challenges as you explore this mysterious and enchanting world. Wherever you go, with whoever you like, only on Nintendo Switch. Now, let's check out something else we can't wait to show you.
Okay, you ready for this?
All right.
He's desperate.
Don't even think about it.
He's desperate for a massage therapist because he's playing with only one side of the Joy-Con.
Hey, what's up?
What are y'all doing? Come play. Okay,
Gotta change it up though.
that's gonna go too fast.
The casting call
We need to have like some angles.
Okay.
for this was
That looks cool. Ready?
you need
Do it.
tiny hands.
Oh, game on.
Okay. Oh.
Really? Come on.
I mean, that was pretty cool, having them line up like that, and it works.
Are you guys ready to do this?
All right, hang on this one. Fasten inside.
All right, ready? Yeah. Oh, wow.
One more. One more.
We should do one more. Rematch.
What was that? 3, 2, 1.
This is breakfast, actually. It's Costco's
Long ago, the divine
granola
Zeus received
and a bunch of hemp hearts I
revelation
put on
from the
top.
goddess, a gift to help guide the lost. Now, the goddess watches over Fodlan from her kingdom above as the mother of all life, the arbiter of every soul.
I thought that said tree houses.
Go ahead, give me orders. It's time to measure your worth as an instructor.
Whoa, frame rate! Whoa! Whoa!
Believe the crests, tokens of the goddess.
I can't handle all the
are
frames.
necessary to maintain order. But they're wrong, teacher. The crests are to blame.
Reach for my hand, I'll soar away
walk this path with me? One misstep, and we fall to our ruin. So take your first step. It's now or never! I will return here someday, my teacher. Promise me that you won't forget me.
It's the game all those kids are talking about these days. The instant internet meme classic, teaching every 8-year-old how to dance and every 9-year-old how to get hospitalized. Fap Night.
I can't wait to drop off the battle bus and meet some of you on the battlefield in Fortnite. And on Nintendo Switch, you can have the complete Battle Royale experience, whether playing together online with friends in the same room or around the world. Available at 10 a.m. Pacific Time today. Nintendo Switch, a home console where you can access a full range of games content, including a wealth of groundbreaking games from our independent development community. Your support for indie games on Nintendo Switch has been inspiring. And to all of you, as well as all of the developers behind these rich and varied experiences.
Yeah, Reggie's quiet compared to the game trailer stuff.
Thank you. Let's pull back the curtain on a few more, including 2 we're showing for the first time here today. Aspiring chefs, ready your cleavers, pots, and cutting boards in Overcooked 2, a sequel that's brimming with more recipes, characters, kitchens, and white-knuckle mayhem. Prepare for the ultimate cook-off with new features like the ability to throw ingredients, kitchens that can change on the fly, and with Nintendo Switch, the opportunity to bake, barbecue, or broil with another player in wireless, local, and online play.
Finally.
Save the world from clumsy cooking when Team 17's frantic food juggler arrives on August 7th. Hop on a snail, hoard berries, or wipe out the enemy's queen to claim victory in Killer Queen Black. Redesigned from the ground up, Liquid Bit and Bumble Bear Games' acclaimed arcade extravaganza that became a multiplayer phenomenon is coming to Nintendo Switch. And for the first time on console, 2 teams of up to 4 each can square off in exciting battles. Play it first on Nintendo Switch later this year.
Okay.
And finally, venture through the mysterious subterranean landscapes of a vast, forgotten kingdom in Teen Cherry's Hollow Knight, an action-adventure filled with gripping combat and haunting secrets. Hand-drawn characters and
Hollow Knight will always go over well. You show Hollow Knight and everyone
that offers endless hours of intricate exploration. We revealed earlier this year that Hollow Knight was coming to Nintendo Switch, and I'm pleased to announce that the game, packed with all the previous downloadable content, is available on the Nintendo eShop starting today. These are just a few of the terrific indie games you can play in the months ahead. After this presentation, stay tuned for Nintendo Treehouse Live, streaming right from the E3 show floor.
Nintendo Three Houses Live.
Experts will give you a closer look at some of these games and more. And I personally cannot wait to watch as intrepid challengers test their mettle in our Splatoon 2 World Championship and Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018. The action starts immediately following Nintendo Treehouse Live. Before we move on, I have an important update on a game I know fans have been looking forward to. Octopath Traveler from Square Enix.
Show me the money.
Exclusively for Nintendo Switch on July 13th.
Yes.
And you can download a brand new demo for the game
No.
from the Nintendo eShop on
No.
June 14th. Now, let's take another action-packed look
Fuck, that
at
wasn't
some more
enough.
experiences coming soon to Nintendo Switch.
I just got trolled again. First Square Enix and now here. Man. Sometimes having a beard is a pain in the ass because, like, you'll be eating cereal. You look down and all of a sudden there's a beard hair. Dank Souls. That's the game that we need to see some more for. That was a lot of games just blitzed.
Hi everyone, I'm Shinya Takahashi of Nintendo. I hope you enjoyed what you've seen. Recently, it's been nice to see people pull their Nintendo Switch systems from their bags to play, even when they have only a little bit of free time. Every time I see that, I can't help but smile. At Nintendo, we approach development with the goal of delivering new and unique games to surprise people all over the world, and we're thankful for the many publishing partners also making games for Nintendo Switch. Today, we share just a small portion of what we're currently working on. We hope you will look forward to what's coming next on Nintendo Switch. Now, it's time to share information on a certain title. I'll turn it over to someone I think you know.
Come on. Oh, shit.
Hi, I'm Masahiro Sakurai from Sora Limited. Today, I'd like to introduce you to the new Super Smash Bros. Game for the Nintendo Switch. As you may know, Super Smash Bros. Is an action game about smashing beloved game characters off the screen. Many fighters have appeared in this series.
The end, just kidding.
I'm sure you're all eager to find out who will be joining the
That's
roster
how I feel
this
about
time.
Octopath Traveler.
So we made a video to showcase some fighters appearing in the game. The number next to each fighter signifies the order in which they joined the Super Smash Bros. Series. Please take a look.
Hi. Most of Japan's conferences end up coming across like a business or like a college presentation. It's just the way it goes. Alright, Mario, big shocker. Samus, yeah. Yeah, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Alright, they're getting the usuals out of the way. Fox is the only character that matters in this entire game. Martha's pretty broken too sometimes, I guess. Villager's just creepy. Pikachu, hella fucking broken in the original. I like how we're including Zero Suit Samus on top of regular ass Samus. Oh, right, yes, Cloud. Sure. And now... Snake! Palutena, like the most expensive aftermarket purchase amiibo ever. Great. There are several people to choose from.
That's right. Every fighter in Super Smash Bros. History is joining the battle. Indeed, absolutely every Super Smash Bros. Fighter ever is in this game, whether they were originally DLC or only appeared once in the past. We believe that's what players want, so we made the impossible possible.
Godspeed balancing.
This one has the most Smash for
Not
your buck.
they normally care too
Simply
much
put,
about that.
This is the biggest crossover in gaming history. Once again,
The
World
biggest
War II.
crossover game. There it is. It's a
Even
reference
so,
to the
your
meme. It's
starting
gotta
roster
be.
may be as small as the original Nintendo 64 game.
Oh.
We've streamlined the conditions for unlocking fighters, and we want to make the process interesting, so it feels like you're constantly
Hold my
recruiting
beer.
popular
Greatest
characters to
crossover
your
ever.
side. 8-player battles are also making a return. See what happens when you pit many different fighters against one another. Now let's take a closer look at certain fighters by highlighting how they've changed since their last appearance. Mario's still easy to use, but we did add a little something for someone from his latest adventure. He can
Of
also
course.
wear his wedding and builder outfits. Link dons his champion's tunic from The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. His bombs are now remotely detonated, and his final smash unleashes ancient arrows. He can also wear Link's familiar tunic of the wild.
That's better.
Although it's been a while, the 2-in-1 fighter, the Ice Climbers, are back. Work together with Nana. Once she's gone, you're in serious trouble. Ike's outfit from Fire Emblem Path of Radiance returns, along with his look from Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. Now you can use both versions for the first time.
I've always wanted to play Fire
The
Emblem
two different
games,
versions
but
are even
I
voiced
also
a little
just don't have that much time in my life.
We now have the female version of Pikachu, complete with a heart-shaped tail.
Oh, thank
Did you
God.
notice Pikachu Libre is a girl? Fox's design is now based on Star Fox Zero, and his final smash has received an overhaul. This time, final smashes are straight to the point, so you can get right back to fighting. Falco's final smash features an unorthodox ship formation that's more unruly than Fox's. Either way, the Landmaster has been retired. In one-on-one fights, Ryu will always face his opponents, just like in his original game appearances. It's a small touch that reduces accidental command inputs. Charge moves, like Samus's charge shot, can now power up in midair.
Wow,
You can
that's
cancel
actually
with jump
big.
or dodge, but you'll be open to attack. Marth's dancing blade is faster, and it's easier to unleash one after another. This holds true for Roy and Lucina too. In addition, Marth is now fully voiced in English.
Keep your eyes open!
Backed by popular demand, veteran fighter Snake is sneaking back into the fray. It's been 10 years since his last appearance in the series, so we can finally make some new dream matches come true. Of course, Shadow Moses Island is back too.
Very nice, sir. The
King DDD's final smash is
possibly
basically
broken
a cage fight where he unleashes
King
missiles
DDD.
and a jet hammer. Pichu is also returning from Super Smash Bros. Melee. Its electric shock still damages itself too, so be careful. In The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Zelda is more into research than fighting, so her design is from The Legend of Zelda, A Link Between Worlds. Zelda is much more elegant and regal than our other fighters, but we made sure you wouldn't underestimate her energetic attacks. Her final smash is a ceiling move called Triforce of Wisdom. Sonic's final smash, Super Sonic, is more souped up than ever. Either you're too slow.
You're too slow.
Fast.
Yeah. You're too
Pac-Man
slow.
also got
Jeff
skills this time
PTSD.
around. Looping around the stage sounds just like Pac-Man, don't you think? Pokemon Trainer is back with Squirtle, Ivysaur, and Charizard. You can change Pokemon during battle, and this time there's no penalty for sticking with one, so feel free to pick your main. Also, you can play as a female trainer for the first time. Some fighters, like Captain Falcon, trigger a dramatic slow-mo effect on strong attacks in one-on-one fights. And of course, his hazardous Big Blue stage is making a return.
Nice.
Just like before, you can play as Cloud.
Cloud,
in his Final
I've become
Fantasy VII
progressively
costume
more
or his
emo
Final
over the
Fantasy VII
years.
Advent
Strife.
Children costume. Now you can see his limit gauge near his damage percentage at all times. Special displays are available for certain other fighters too. For example, you can see how much longer Robin can use Levin Sword and Tomes. For Villager, we made it easier to see what you've pocketed. Between the male and female versions, there are 8 different villagers.
Good lord.
Bowser's final smash, Giga Bowser, is even bigger and better. He's now as big as Bowser from the Yoshi's Island game. All of Mr. Game & Watch's moves are back, and he looks even more like he did in his original games.
That's amazing.
His transformations are more full of character than ever. Young Link from Super Smash Bros. Melee is making a comeback that makes 3 Links for the first time. Lon Lon Milk, anyone?
Not
After
if it's
10
not
long years,
blue titty
Wolf
milk.
makes his return. His design is based on Star Fox Zero, and each of his moves have received a significant upgrade.
Edgelord.
Kirby is his usual puffy self, but we've added a little something to his stone ability.
Oh no.
He has a copy ability for every fighter, so the more fighters we have,
Oh
the
my
more
God.
challenging he becomes to develop.
Dear God.
Shulk used to require repeated button presses to toggle Monado arts, but now you can choose a specific one with a button press and a quick directional tilt.
That's a good
Sure
idea.
is handy to change arts on the fly. We also added Fiora to his final smash. Ganondorf rises again, returning to his popular design from The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. And for his final smash, he becomes Demon King Ganon. Mii Fighter's proportions have been tweaked a bit. There are 3 types: Brawler, Sword Fighter, and Gunner. The moveset for each type has also been enhanced, and you can now choose from 12 voice options.
12 voice options!
We're hoping to get this fighter ready for online play.
Damn.
Previously, Pit's final smash was 3 sacred treasures. This time, he'll be riding in style on the Lightning Chariot. In the last game, Zero Suit Samus's final smash called in her gunship. This time, she uses her power suit to fire a devastating laser. When Olimar gets damaged, you'll see a crack in his helmet.
Oh.
But don't worry, it'll get fixed up right away. Bayonetta's costumes from her first
Thick
2 games
2.0
are both available. Listen closely, and you'll hear differences in the sound effects. It seems we have a guest.
Is that Samuel L. Jackson?
Rodan appears as an assist trophy. Warrior's final smash, Warrior Man, has changed quite a bit. After transforming, he no longer uses individual attacks to get the job done.
Donkey
Kong's
Kong
final smash is all rapid-fire punches, like Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. You'll notice that he and other fighters have expressive new facial animations. Little Mac's final smash is now a rush of blows from Giga Mac. In fact, all final smash moves in the game get right to the punch.
That was what seemed to be exactly the same as Donkey Kong.
Calls on Paula and Pooh. Of course, Jeff still
even
shows
the
up
animation.
as an assist trophy. Likewise, Lucas's final smash features Kumatora and Boney. At first glance, Wii Fit Trainer seems the same, but her face has a new look. I wavered a bit on whether to change it, but it was a request from the Wii Fit developers.
Can you make our character look less
You've included
derpy?
all the hazards from both versions of Mega Man Stage from Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and Nintendo 3DS. And for his final smash, say hello to Proto Man and Bass.
Bass.
Palutena's special attacks have been
Palutena.
streamlined this time around.
Final
And her
Smash
down
gets
special
you
is now both
her
a counter and
amiibo
deflector.
for only $300 instead of $5.
Rob has a new gauge on his chassis, showing how much fuel he has left for hovering.
Does Rob hand me a beer? No, that's not right.
Notice the epsilon symbols next to Lucina and Dark Pit's numbers? Each of these fighters are based on another fighter in the game. We're treating these fighters a little differently, and have decided to call them Echo Fighters.
Okay.
Allow me to introduce a brand new Echo Fighter.
Lol, Daisy.
Daisy joins the roster as Peach's Echo Fighter. She fights in a similar manner as Peach, but they have different characteristics, which we hope you'll enjoy.
Daisy apparently just
Have fun
farts on
playing as your
people.
favorite princesses. All in all, if you add up the changes we're making, there could be tens of thousands. I hope you're looking forward to some serious matchups. And here's a new fighter. Inkling is a
what?
completely new addition to the roster.
Oh yeah, we
If
knew
you
about
ink
this.
opponents, they'll take more damage from attacks. Different weapons are available as smash attacks or special attacks. The Splatter Shot, Splat Bomb, Splat Roller, and the final smash, Killer Whale. You can actually run out of ink, so it's important to refill by pressing the B button while shielding. Inkling Boy also debuts alongside Inkling Girl. Inklings are very fashionable. All 8 have their own outfits.
8 of them, damn.
Each has their own ink color, so matches get really bright.
For the the full-on
By the way,
8-man mode.
we added in the Squid Sisters as an assist trophy. During their live concert, the camera zooms in for a close-up. That means it's easier to get knocked off the screen. While we're on the topic of assist trophies, let me share some additional information. As you may know, assist trophies lend helpful support in battles. You can KO assist trophies by inflicting damage, and now you get points for it too. However, some assist trophies will remain unbeatable. Maybe an unexpected guest will photobomb your battle. Yep, it's him.
What?
There's a wide variety. More than 50 of them appear in the game. Of course, we're also adding even more Pokemon and items. We can't wait to show you.
There is so much going on in this game right now. Holy crap.
There are
It is a
variety
shame
of
that I am
stages available in
absolutely
this game as
horrible
well, including a
at
massive
fighting
list of
games.
returning stages. If you get a group together to play,
But watching
it'll be a
tournaments for
challenge to
this
hit
will
them
be
all.
dope.
The graphics have been improved as well.
Woo!
Let's get a look at
I
some
hope so.
stages
That was a
from
long
various
time ago,
games.
Nintendo. I mean, you just showed me 480p and then like 900p, but oh, Green Hill Zone hype. That's fire. I'm writing that one down. Wrecking Crew, also fire. Ooh, that was cool.
All stages now have both Battlefield and Omega forms too. These versions hover above an abyss. Their sizes and terrain are all the same, so savor the simplicity with music and backgrounds from your favorite series. Let's take a sneak peek at the new and returning techniques you can pull off during battles. The directional air dodge enhances mobility.
Oh, sick dodge, bro.
It can come in handy when recovering from a fall. However, if you dodge too much, even on the ground, you'll be wide open to attack and your duration of intangibility gets shorter. You can execute short hop attacks by pressing the A button and jump at any time. Also, you can smash attack by pressing the A and B buttons just like the previous game. A perfect shield occurs when you release the shield button. Until now, you were able to pull it off without any major risks, but going forward, you'll need to time it carefully. For one-on-one battles, the damage dealt will now be greater than in battles with higher numbers of players. This should help ensure that the action is well-paced. In a timed battle, the fighter in the lead will sometimes flash with light. Better do something, or no victory pose for you. We've got something special
That is
for your
so
playing pleasure
much.
on Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
This is crazy. Oh no, here we go. There's wet dreams all over the place.
Nintendo GameCube controllers can be used in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. For many of you, it just isn't the same without them. Not to mention, all Super Smash Bros. Series amiibo figures are compatible this time as well. In fact, all fighters' current amiibo figures will be supported, even if they're from a different series. Tap a compatible amiibo figure to add in a figure player, or FP, and level up. Your FP data from previous titles can be transferred.
Good lord!
We hope you're as excited as we are. Our staff will continue working hard until the game releases. We really appreciate your support. We've made including every single fighter ever our #1 goal, so I'm kind of hoping you aren't expecting too many new challengers. However, we do have one more announcement. Please take a look.
Oh boy. Oh, they're coming in strong with a final. This is their final smash on this announcement. It's Han Solo. What? Excuse me? Oh no, Ridley. What? What is this? Oh my lord. Which means you're gonna get a Ridley amiibo, too. Available today! Oh. Hey, it's this year. It's coming. That was fire. That was so many heavy hits. I don't even know.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome
that
to
one
Nintendo
game.
Treehouse Live from the Los Angeles Convention Center and E3. 皆さんおはようございます。ロサンゼルスの E3 会場の Nintendo Treehouse Live の配信へようこそ。I'd like to say thank you to everyone around the world for tuning in to our Nintendo Direct, as well as our fans in Japan. 全世界の皆さんが Nintendo Direct を見ていただいて、そして特に日本のお客さんも見ていただいてどうもありがとうございます。I am Bill Trinan. I am here with Nate Bildorf and Eric Smith from the Treehouse. 僕は Treehouse のビルトリネンと、ネイト・ビルドフさんとエリック・スミスさんなんですけれども、we have a very special guest for you this morning. We just saw a new character announced. Nate, why don't you tell us who we have and what we're going to see? 新しいキャラクターが発表されましたけれども、今日は特別にスペシャルゲストが登壇していただいて、ネイトさん紹介をお願いいたします。
Yeah, I know that was probably a lot of Smash to digest for those of you viewing at home. Mr. Sakurai on video explained quite a bit to us, but we are very fortunate to have a live Mr. Sakurai here.
This guy is the translator for Nintendo for years. His Japanese is not hurting, believe. And he translates quick.
胸がいっぱいです。
My heart's just full right now.
今までとっても苦労していて、それでやっと発表ができたということに対して、もうすごく何も言えないような気分です。
I'm really speechless at the fact that we've been working so hard and we're finally able to announce this game.
だからもうこれから帰ろうかなって。
So I think I'm just going to go home now.
No, not yet.
まだまだダメですよ。
まだまだ。
Well, I want to jump into some more specific details, but before we start, does Mr. Sakurai have anything he wants to say just in general about the game's development?
まあもちろんこれからいろいろ紹介していきたいと思うんですけれども、その実演プレイの前に桜井さんからのメッセージは何かないでしょうか。
今回とにかく今回の売りというのは全員登場を果たしたということです。これからスマッシュブラザーズシリーズというのはもしかしたら続くかもしれませんが、ここまでやるのはもうほとんどないんじゃないかなとは思うんですよね。ぜひ楽しんでいただければと思います。
So the biggest appeal of this game is really that every single fighter is back here, and may continue the Smash series in the future. But I don't know if we'll ever be able to pull this off. So I really hope that you'll enjoy this iteration of the game.
I certainly plan to.
Oh yeah. まあ僕はエンジョイするつもりです。
私も楽しみです。
Me too.
Well, so Mr. Sakurai really delineated a lot of the specific moves for returning fighters in the video, but we only got a taste of Ridley at the very end. So what I was hoping we could do is maybe play through a little bit with Ridley live on stage here so we can talk a little bit more about his moves and see what he looks like in action.
まあ桜井さんは今までのファイターたちの技とかをいろいろ説明していただきましたけれども、リドリーはほんの少しだけ見られましたので、今朝は実演プレイでリドリーの技も紹介していただけないでしょうか。
そうですね。じゃあ直接触ってやりますね。
All right, yeah, let's go ahead and give you guys a tour.
Where would you like to fight?
どこで戦いましょうか。
とりあえず説明だけなんで、その終点で。
So I'm just going to do an explanation, so let's just go to Final Destination.
All right.
And this Final Destination is actually a special version of Final Destination that is going to be slightly different from the version that's in the full game, correct?
そうです。
今の終点が本編とちょっと違って E3 会場専用のバージョンですね。
そうなってます。
That's correct.
And that was a bit of a change right there that we picked the stage before the characters.
で今ご覧の通りちょっと違うところなんですけれども、一番最初に選ぶのがファイターじゃなくてステージですね。
それについては後で説明しましょうか。はい。とりあえずリドリーについて説明します。
And let me get into Ridley now.
リドリーはご存知の通り、いや知らない方もおられるかもしれませんが、メトロイドシリーズのサムスの宿敵ですね。
As you may or may not know,
I just kind of want to see
from the Metroid series
how this goes a bit.
Of Samus.
全体的に他のファイターと比べて
see YouTube
が高いんですね。
Autoed us down to 1998.
Very tall. He's about 4 meters tall.
その体育からとてもまとめるのが難しかったのですが、特に海外からの要望がすごく高かったためにリドリーを実践させることにしました。
And because of that, it was very hard to actually get him into the game in a working condition. But there was a lot of outcry from fans, especially overseas, so we decided to put him in.
キャラクター性はスマブラの中では全体的に残虐な方です。
In terms of his characteristic, in terms of Smash Brothers, he's very much on the cruel side.
スマブラ X でアドベンチャーモードというのがありまして、
Oh my god, that hue shift of the stage. Is that the stage doing the hue shift?
In Brawl, he made an
My
appearance as a
eyes
boss,
just
and he would do moves like
tripped.
grabbing Samus and just dragging her across the wall.
今回は地面にこすりつけたりします。
And now he drags other fighters along the floor.
おっといけない。
Oops.
I win.
まだまだ。
僕が勝った。
Sorry about that.
投げの途中でジャンプをしたりとか、特殊な挙動を取ることもできます。
You can do jumps while he's grabbing onto opponents and do all other kinds of.
Yeah, Ridley. What the hell does Ridley Kirby end up being
ニュー
like?
トラル必殺技は炎の玉を吐くんですけれども、
And his neutral special is a fireball, as you can see.
こう溜めると複数の玉を吐くことができます。
And charging it up, you can throw multiple fireballs.
実は原作と同じで、溜めてる時の口の中が弱点なんですね。
And just like the original game, his weak point is actually when he's charging up the fireball in his mouth.
頑張って。今26のダメージになってますけど、かなり食らいました。
So just from that one hit, he took about 26% of damage right now, but you take big damage.
あと、さっき間違えて使ってしまった必殺技上、こういう吹き技になってるんですが。
And his up special is what you just saw right here.
方向を4方向に変えることができます。
And you can go in any 4 directions you'd like.
斜め前と斜め下では、少し角度が違うんですね。
And you can actually set it to diagonally down or forward or diagonally down backward, and the angle is a little bit different for each.
それと、下必殺技、こういうのがあるんですけれども、これがちょっと特殊な技でして。
And he also has a down special that you just saw, and this has a very unique attribute.
マリオの体力ゲージに注目してください。
Please take a close look at Mario's damage percentage.
この技にはスイートスポットがあって、そこに直撃すると、大ダメージを与えることができます。そうじゃないところではもうすごいカス当たりをするんですね。
So this,
I know you guys can't really see it's 26 point of damage off of that.
Huge, massive damage.
Or not 26, but it was like, oh shit, what was it? I read it wrong. It was a lot of damage. It was a lot of damage. Anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get into this recap for Nintendo real quick. Make the magic happen here. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is both the end and the start of E3 2018. Technically, E3, I guess, starts today because, you know, this conference is just a hot mess now with everyone getting ahead of the game. Yeah, anyway. Nintendo just happened. There wasn't a lot, but what they had was pretty good. There's at least one, I'm not going to say some, but there was at least one noticeable game that didn't make the cut, I guess, but we'll go down through the list. First thing I've got listed here is Pokemans. We didn't see, you know, anything more than usual. It was basically just, it was Reggie showing up being Reggie. It was Reggie doing Reggie things. You know, looking like he's an ageless vampire, but also like he could die at any given moment, and showing us all like the Reggie. I feel like I love Reggie because he's been around forever, and he's a nice guy. But whenever I see Reggie, I see that meme of like the, you know, hello fellow children, you know, walking through the high school hallway kind of thing. Steve Buscemi, yeah, that's Reggie. Every time comes out in a suit, no matter what he's talking about. Crazy. So Pokemans was there. It was basically what we had seen before. Nothing too crazy. And yeah, so you're getting Pokemon. There you go. After that, we had, let's see here, oh, we had a bit of a mini sizzler reel of a couple of games at that point, kind of like party-ish type games, and there was a cool game thing where it was kind of like tanks, but they had 2 switches, and they arranged the switches not to be side by side, but kind of like just barely attached at the top, so like the top third, and it extended the game's board. You could drive between the 2 switches. That was a kind of a neat feature, to say the least. Looked really cool. I don't know, you know, Lord knows how they could use that feature in more places, but it was definitely kind of neat to see. Then we got Fire Emblem. I have 3 houses written in all caps because I read it as Tree House when I originally saw it pop up on screen. It was definitely more Fire Emblem. It looked good, aside from the crippling frame rate issues that the Switch has with a lot of games of this type. Spring 2019 is when you can expect that. And I know there's a lot of Fire Emblem fans out there, so I'm sure they're pretty jazzed that's coming around the corner. Then after that, we were reminded in another kind of blitz of games that, I mean, blitz, there was a lot. I couldn't write them all down, so I just tried to take down some is the games that I could pick out. Oh no, this isn't the Sizzler reel yet. Sorry, we're getting to that. Anyways, Fortnite now available. You can play Fortnite everywhere at this point. If you tried hard enough, you could play it on the chalkboard in your kitchen. Then we got a little look at Overcooked 2. The first Overcooked was a pretty fun game by all accounts. Overcooked 2 looks like more of the same. Killer Queen Black. They talked this game up like I was supposed to know that it existed, but I don't personally. And I'm not entirely sure it's something I would ever be interested in, but it was there. The retro kind of pixel art was pretty neat, but that was about the show for me. Hollow Knight, with all of its content, now available, starting today, I believe, on the Switch. Hollow Knight, that's a game more people who should know about. I haven't even played it, and I'm going to shill for Hollow Knight. Go and play it. If that genre is your bit, Hollow Knight is going to be a 10 out of 10 for you, almost guaranteed. Then we got another 4 to 5 millisecond look at Octopath Traveler, and I'm salty. Again, I got shafted at Square Enix, I got shafted at Nintendo, but there is a new demo that's I believe released today from what I remember, or if it's not today, it's coming very soon. And there was some fine print there where your progress in that demo transfers to the full game. So if you wanted to get I guess a bit of a head start on Octopath Traveler and see how it's come along, because they have been working with the community, I guess, a bit after the first demo to see just how systems and stuff were coming along, because not everyone was super pleased with everything. So hopefully they've worked that out. I bet you that's what this demo is going to show you. I'm not going to play it because I want to go in blind, but just know that probably the most important thing there is that your progress, or some form of your progress, based on what they had in text there at the bottom of the screen, carries to the full game. Then we get the sizzle reel of a bajillion games, and I'm pretty sure they squeaked in a Super Mario Party in there, amongst a whole bunch of other stuff. I mean, is indie games, non-indie games. We saw Mario Tennis. They were just tossing them at us like crazy. You're gonna want to probably just check the sizzle reel out to see if there's something in there that interests you. But I mean, we were talking like a hot second per game. Shit was coming at you fast. Rapid fire questions almost. Definitely very quick, but a lot of games in there. Just not a lot of time spent on said games, and there's a reason for that, because they front-loaded like crazy to free up room for Super Smash Brothers, and they spent the majority of their little presser talking about Super Smash Brothers. And for good reason. They have a lot in this game. I mean, everything. And the kitchen sink. And I'm not even joking. Every Smash character ever made, or that has ever made an appearance in the series, will be playable in this game, which is some obscene 60, 70, just, I don't even know how that works for balancing, but it's there. So if you had a pick that was left out in the last game, or the last couple of games or whatever, that was it. Super Mario Party had its own segment. Oh, okay. I've managed to miss that, which is crazy. I must have been eating breakfast or something. I was kind of split attention. But just to backtrack a bit, Super Mario Party. If I had to take a guess, having not caught very much of it, it's like Mario Party, but on the Switch. So back to Super Smash Brothers. We've got every single character available. Your pick will be there without question. They made some balancing changes. They went over some things. So if you're like deep into Smash and you're not just like me and a button masher, then it might be worth it to go check out what they were talking about in terms of some of the changes that they made in terms of the play across the board for characters, as well as changes for character-specific stuff. 8-player battles making a comeback. The Inklings, of course, from Splatoon were added. They have 8 variations. So you got them all. You got, I think, 4 boys, 4 girls, and they're all very unique looking. You won't have trouble telling them apart. So if you want to have an 8-player battle with all Inklings, you're good to go. The Ink Sisters are the assist trophy on that. There are 50 assist trophies in total. If you don't know what an assist trophy is, let Nintendo explain it to you, because I'll probably fuck it up. But at the end of the day, it's just another way for them to squeak in some more characters that aren't, you know, directly playable, that just add to the gameplay. It was great. It looked good. Then they gave a little bit of a reel on some new stages. I didn't write them all down. I wrote the ones that stood out to me, because obviously I'm the most important person here. Green Hill Zone from Sanic is in there, and it looked good, and I was very pleased. And people are going to want to go there probably for the music alone. So that's pretty amazing. And then one that was out in left field that I never expected to see in a Super Smash Bros. Game, Wrecking Crew. Maybe you know what Wrecking Crew is. Maybe you don't know what Wrecking Crew is. If you don't know what Wrecking Crew is, it's one of the best games on the original Nintendo, and you should play it. And I kind of wish Wrecking Crew was on my phone without having to, you know, obviously emulate it or something. It is a super fun game that you should definitely educate yourself on. But Wrecking Crew, that looks fire. Those are both returning stages? Man, I've been out of the game forever. So Green Hill Zone and Wrecking Crew, both been in the game before. I'm just an old man that doesn't play Smash anymore and occasionally watches tournaments, but all the tournaments are done with Smash games from when I still played Smash. So what the fuck do I know? But hey, for people like me that had no idea, now they're back, makes me happy. There you have it. After that, of course, I wanted to put in one of the changes here, gameplay-wise, or maybe this is also a returning feature at this point. I don't fucking know. But 1v1 matches are higher damage versus group, which kind of makes sense to me, right? You get 4 people on screen, and you're taking, you know, random damage that's not necessarily meant for you, and there's so much more extra damage on the board that setting it up that way kind of makes sense. Then we were ensured that the GameCube controller is indeed going to be compatible here, so that the fighting scene people and those who just desperately love the GameCube controller for Smash Brothers will be pleased to hear that. And relieved, actually. Probably more than pleased. They're relieved that that's a thing. Moray Towers is a new one. There you go. Yes, and characters auto-face each other in 1v1. Ah! I didn't notice that one. That's pretty big. There you go. But again, there were a lot of little minutia type changes that if you're a big Smash player, you're obviously already going to go look, but maybe even if you're in just a casual, you might be interested in it, go and check out Nintendo's coverage to get the full list of that stuff. Another big one is that all amiibo are supported in this if the character is there. And if I understood correctly, regardless of the game that you're getting the amiibo from, if it's the character that's in Smash, it's going to work. That's bonkers. If that is indeed the case, then you're going to be pulling amiibo out of storage and buying shit on eBay probably for the next 6 months leading up to the release of this game. Then they announced at the end there a new character. It's Ridley from Metroid, Samus's rival, that big old skeletal dino badass. Looked great. We got to see some extended gameplay and explanation of Ridley at the Treehouse portion that just finished up before I started recording this wrap up. So you'll be able to see lots more of that as well if that interests you. Looks like a cool character. I don't know enough about Smash to let you know whether or not the character is actually going to be good or bad, but cool that it's there, and cool that despite spending all the time putting all these characters into the game and making these, changes. And can you imagine even attempting to partially balance this many characters is just a nightmare. That they managed to still get a new character in, that's pretty good. But speaking of Metroid, that was the thing that stood out to me that we didn't get to hear anything about because we just didn't get to hear about Metroid. Last time we got to see that Metroid was a game being made, but not more than that. Oh, look at this! So right now, you guys aren't seeing this on obviously on the RSS feed, but they're showing the Squid Sister and the not the Squid Sister, the Inkling. What do they call these things? Yeah, the Inklings. And then Ridley is there. I will give you a description of the Ridley amiibo. It looks like Ridley. And it looks pretty good for an amiibo. Nailed it. So there you go. That was the Nintendo event, basically. They're going to have some extended coverage here during the Treehouse thing, but it's a bit long-winded and just kind of a more of a breakdown of what we saw in that press conference. So I'm not gonna go. We're not even a press conference, just like an event. So I'm not gonna go and watch that and give you guys my thoughts on that. I'll leave that up to you guys to go and check it out. But that's gonna be it. That's Nintendo, and that is technically the end of Technical Alpha's coverage of E3 2018. Managed to get through all the conferences again. I want to thank everyone who's taken the time to listen to this or watch it on YouTube or be here on Twitch and chose to make this part of your way of experiencing E3. It's been super fun. I always enjoy doing this, and I look forward to doing it again next year, where we will be back for more of it. But for now, that is it. Thank you once again, guys. But there's loads more E3 happening. I'm sure there's going to be lots of trailers and other things that are popping up. So I'll say once again, thank you, and enjoy the rest of your E3.